Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Power episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, Stacey, Chris, and I are going to get into Ghost Season 1, Episode 4, a spoiler discussion on the foolishness that I had to watch. I'm going to let Stacey start because I'm mad. Go ahead, Stacey. What you think about this episode?
I'm going to start with the positives. We now know what type of drugs Tariq sells. We have some uppers, downers, and weed, right? Mm-hmm. So I guess the Tejadas are very well versed in their drug supply, which is interesting because I thought they did like specialize in a specific drug, but I guess this is the Amazon of drug runners. So get what you want. I did like that. It was kind of cool to see them doing the app and how he, made his enterprise where you don't have to touch anything. We did see that Stern has a new husband. We met him. Can't remember his name.
Bash.
Okay.
Bash.
Yeah, we see him. And he is a very enterprising individual. So maybe we'll see more of him later. What else? We confirmed that Drew was gay, which was kind of annoying and kind of like, okay, the soft son is gay. The soft artistic son is gay. It was like, okay, can we do a little bit more better with creativity? Like, I don't know. It was annoying. And it was a whole bunch of random hookups for no reason. Or potential hookups.
Giggity.
All right. Oh, Family Guy? You go with Family Guy? I like that. Chris, what are your thoughts?
I gotta say one of the positives for me was also the app angle. It actually reminded me of when I was in school. Obviously, social media just came on the scene. We didn't have the apps thing, but Facebook just came out. Facebook just came out when I was in school, and everybody knew that there was a group that you can join where it was like only the people in the know knew that if you wanted like drugs, if you wanted like shit like weed or whatever, you had to be invited to join the group. And when you go into the group, you had to use a code word, be like, hey, I like to party or whatever. And then when you get that message, then you get a direct message. And it just gave me flashbacks. Like when he created the app, obviously we didn't have that type of technology. And I could definitely see kids doing that like today, seeing how like back then, more than I don't want to give my age, but a long time ago when I was in college, when social media, we had other methods. Like we used social media then to get certain things. I wasn't a part of it. Okay, I wasn't. I just know people. All right. I was a good boy. I was always in the library. Matter of fact, I was always in the library. So yeah, but I just know my roommate told me. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I like that. I know this annoyed David, but I'm gonna say this. Growing up, I was a huge Cameron fan, and I don't know. I know it was corny. I know it's cheesy, but just getting a Cameron shout out. Granted, it was to the white boy. Like when he came out, because I thought that too. White boy came out with a white tee and a pink jacket, like a pink hoodie. And homegirl Riley said, okay, 2000. So you coming out as 2003 Cameron? I was like, for some reason, it gave me flashback. I was like, dude, that is the reason why I like sometimes wear pink, because of that dude, because of Cameron, right? So I like that, even though that had nothing to do with the episode. I just thought the shout out was pretty damn cool, even though it was corny itself. That was the positive. The negative, also, like what Stacey said, was the way, it's no secret that he was gay, but the way I laughed like heavily when he was in the art class and the guy was giving an eye, said, hey, I guess we're partners. I was like, I don't know why, but I just laughed. He was laughing. I'm like, motherfucker, like who
does that?
Who does that?
Who does that?
And then
shit?
the moment said, oh, you're a great drawer. You're a great drawer. Let me follow you on your IG. I'm like, huh? I'm like, dude, no. I thought that was random. I also thought it was random as hell that like, I guess you ain't much of a girlfriend if you didn't even know your own boyfriend was coming into town or whatnot. And like, what boyfriend randomly showed? How would he even know that there's even a dinner unless she even ran it by them? You know what I mean? I thought that was like, it just, you know, I don't want to get it too ahead of myself because I know you're going to probably, there's certain things you're going to want to talk about. But overall, I don't think it was horrible. I think, like I said, the app thing I thought was genius. I thought that was good. You know, they're gonna have to explore. They better not just throw it away. You know what I mean? But the app idea, I thought that was cool. But other than that, like I guess that we're about to get into, I had a lot of issues with, you know. So yeah, you all right? Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead, David. What's up with you, man?
All right, I'm gonna say this calmly because I know I was getting upset when I was watching this episode. So let's walk through these steps. The app was genius. It makes it 2020, right? Because Ghost and Tommy had the same operation, right? They had the wholesale business and then they had the courier business, right? Same concept. I guess it's in the genes, you know, that Tariq figured this out. It's completely unnecessary. Tariq's only sole purpose is to generate 50 grand to pay for his mom's legal defense, right? He made that in 1 week working with Epiphany at the strip club. No threat to his college, no threat to therefore to his graduation and his inheritance. In this episode, he only paid Epiphany. His product is basically free because he stole it from Effie. Okay. Now he's paying Bash 15% of his profits. Now he's paying all these runners some of his profits. And now he's paying the Tejada family for a supply. None of this is necessary. He complains that fucking Drew shows up to his room with drugs to his school. Yes, motherfucker, you're selling drugs at school. So why are you worried about that? Mind you, when Diana showed up with drugs, it took on the same day. Hey, babe, thanks very much. I was looking for this product. I thank you so much for this delivery. It's completely unnecessary. They're just doing it to make it interesting with the plot. But he has way too much overhead. And at the end, all he needs is 50 grand. He's not paying for his tuition. He's not paying for his food. He's not paying for his clothes. Stern is doing all that. Stern is taking care of him because that was the deal. Unless I'm missing something. Unless he's like, hey, I need to help Big Mama keep the roof over her head and my sister. So be it. But last time I checked, that's all taken care of out of the inheritance or whatever. So it's unnecessary.
Another 450. That's why he kept doing it.
Yeah, I'm about to say the 50 was just for the upfront cash. He needs way more than 50.
He wanted 50 grand a week is what he said. The first 50 with Epiphany, he could go back to Epiphany. When did that become a bad operation is my point. He was more product.
Is she able to generate that much? Is Epiphany herself able to generate 50K a week?
Apparently she is. She did. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So apparently she can. And now, again, if that got shut off because the club got shut down, she got arrested, I understand. Now he has to try something new. I understand that. 50 grand clear profit. All of a sudden, he just says, fuck it, I'd rather sell at school. And now complaining that they're bringing drugs to him at school. That doesn't make any sense.
Complaining that he has to carry a gun at school.
Now he has to carry a gun at school because his mom makes no effort to explain to him that whoever you're fucking with just threatened you. Like, you can say that, Tasha, because you're on a burner phone that nobody's tracking. But somehow she wants to speak in code and shit. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Would you even trust having, why would she? So I would imagine if someone, the same people that gave me the phone is the one that's threatening me, and I'm talking to my own son about that, wouldn't I be like thinking like, oh shit, what if they're even listening to this? Who's paying the phone bill? Who's not listening to like, come on, Tasha.
Really, Chris?
I mean, like, really? You were married to a criminal. You should at least know these things. Like,
when did Ghost ever tap a phone, Chris? Just tell me how you really think that she believes the drug dealers Tariq is fucking with is good enough to have listening surveillance on this phone? Really?
No, I'm saying that they have. Here's the deal. So if you pay for any phone, if you pay for the minutes, if you pay for whatever, you can get the records. You can get your own.
That only tells you
you're paying the bill. If whoever's phone, my point is, You can get anything. You can get transcripts. You can get all that shit. So I'm not saying like I'm not talking about the wire. I'm not talking about wiring. This ain't no damn wiring type shit. I'm talking about the actual owner of the cell phone. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
I'll give you this too. Once again, why is she calling him? Therefore, telling him to go get a gun.
Yeah. No. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying that's just. No, I'm agreeing. I'm just adding to how ridiculous the whole thing.
It's just like, what the fuck is going?
Yeah.
I was just upset. So Bash, so his presence is actually represented in season 2, episode 1 of book 1, when Stern tells Ghost that next time he gets married, he'll try for a younger man. So he in fact did. He's a man of his word, and I respect that. I was like, this completely unnecessary. I like the fact he brought up the waves though, because I know often I was like, Tariq keeps the hair tight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that at least somebody acknowledged it. It's interesting that it was a man and none of the women that wanted to fuck him, but like somehow the man was like, your hair look good. Don't get me wrong. This season 2, episode 5, Stern invites Ghost to that orgy in the hotel and tries to offer him whatever he wants, whatever, and he says no. Bet and believe before this series is over, Bash is throwing an orgy. Everybody's fucking everybody. He's gonna invite Tariq over, and once again, he's gonna be like, "Hey man, you want some of this?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm good." He's like, "You want some of meat?" "Nah, I'm good." Bet it happens. It'll happen. It'll happen.
Yeah, probably will. I don't know. Yeah.
I couldn't. So I want to understand this, right? So Monet tells her kids, we got a new business partner. Coincidentally, they just got rid of GTG and Little Guap. Okay, your husband told you not to do it in no uncertain terms. You hook up with Tariq. You don't even ask him how he's moving the weight. You don't ask him his previous drug selling history. You just commit your business to him. Then you get your son to go over there and get information you should have got your damn self before you said, hey, I'm in business with you. That makes no sense. That makes no fucking sense. Drew goes over there with a bag of drugs, which Tariq complains about, yet he doesn't get the drugs. He says, I don't want you here because somebody could catch you with the drugs. He leaves him in a classroom with a random student with a bag full of drugs. He makes no effort to be like, hey man, can I get these drugs before I leave? Diana comes. Hold up. So Drew failed to do a simple task like drop off the drugs, figure out how Tariq moves the weight. He's too busy getting his dick sucked. So he goes, hey, Diana, leave the house with more drugs. Bring them to the school. He don't think his mom's going to find out. Diana doesn't do anything but sit in the house and chop up vegetables and shit. Like, you don't think his mom's going to figure that out? Now he has 2 deliveries of drugs in his dorm room. What? And I was like, this makes no fucking sense. So let's get this straight. So Drew thought it'd be faster for his sister to drive from fucking Queens to the school, to Tariq's room, than it would be for him to come to Tariq's room, which he did. Tell me how any of this makes sense.
Yeah, the whole school thing, I think was just kind of weird. I didn't even understand the whole fact of like, I mean, did Monet really think that like you sending your kids over there, one of your kids, I don't even care if it's even Diana, to just like check up on Tariq, who's not going to say like, oh, you're here, you don't even go here. The only reason why you're here is because you're trying to, like, duh. Like, it's like, oh shoot, you found out my mission to spy on you. Oh yeah, he was just saying what's up, like, what's up? What's up? I just want to hang out. What's up? You know, like, no. Like, come on now. Like, yo, how the hell is Monet the powerhouse right now? Like, I get it, like it's her husband, but like, damn. Like, if anything, man, what's that group? GT, the one, GTG. I'm gonna be honest. To be honest with you, they could have just like snuffed them all out. There's only 2 of them. They were strapped. They ain't got no other muscle. The only other person that got Lorenzo, here's the deal. They could have hid that body. They could have hired both bodies. Monet would have been out. Kane would have been out. They know they travel alone. They know they ain't got no other muscle with them. You know what I mean? They could have easily just took both of them out. There was at least 8 niggas there. You know, Monet, shit, man. Monet, I haven't seen even Monet even pop a body yet. You know what I mean? But like, come on now. Like, I was kind of, I understood what they were trying to do, but no. Like, the moment that you saw homie trying to reach for his gun, and she said, "You sure you want to do that?" I would have been like, "Yep, bitch," and then like popped it. Like it's like you sure? You sure? And I'm like, yeah, nigga. And then like that would have been it. That would have been it. And there were no consequences because who gonna find that body? Like I didn't understand. You know what I mean?
Oh.
That being said, I take that back. I take that back in a way because they cut the product, but they didn't cut them all completely. So I guess if you would have killed them, I guess they wouldn't have nothing. Maybe I don't know. That's the only rationale that probably made sense of why they let them live. Because it seemed like they're not completely done with them. It just was more like, hey, because y'all stupid stunt or whatever with social media, we're cutting y'all stuff in half or some shit like that. So maybe that's their only income. You know, I don't know. I just thought it was funny where it was like all these niggas against these 2 people, and I'm thinking like, Kane can only fight you 1-on-1. Like, there's 80 of y'all, and y'all strapped. You know what I mean? I didn't understand that shit. I just thought it was crazy. So I'm like, all right.
Stacey, your thoughts?
She's like, say it again. And I would be like, all right, boys. They want to say it all together in unison. And it was like, no.
I love the fact that these 2 black folks learned 2 words of Spanish and tried their best to say it convincingly, which they did not. There was no accent in it, and I was very disappointed. It was unnecessary. We know you got Latin in your family. I mean, obviously it's not in the casting, but I mean, I know you're married to a Latin man, and this supposed kid has Latin in him. We don't need to want to be Spanish. Leave it to the professionals. All right, leave it to the Latin people. All right, fuck. It was upsetting. Anyway, only Tyler Perry could have did worse, but not really. I did. Anyway, Stacey, please. What are your thoughts?
I agree with Chris. They could have killed them. We've seen other drug dealers kill their plugs and just move on to a different plug. It doesn't seem that difficult. I mean, Tariq set up a whole big drug operation overnight. Literally just got some drugs. Okay, boom, we're in business. Like, it's not that difficult. So I don't know, maybe there is some loyalty to Lorenzo that they're like, oh, we can't kill his wife for whatever reason. Yeah, this isn't a book one. I just watch it for kicks and giggles. I actually went back and started watching season 2 after I watched this. There's literally no comparison. Like, I know in the Q&A they asked her if she kept the same writers. I can't remember if she answered it or not. But obviously this is a completely different show. I don't know, it just feels like it's geared more towards children or younger people. Because there's not a whole lot of thought into a lot of these scenarios. So I don't know, I just watch it to talk shit about it, basically.
Oh, talk shit, yeah.
Thanks.
Hey, speaking of talking shit, don't you ever talk shit about the Western name, okay? Don't you ever talk shit. Don't you ever. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. So I'll give you another story about me being in school. There's a kid at our school who is, well, I won't say, okay. He was the son of someone very important involved in the school, whatnot. He got into a fight in there, you know what I mean? Everyone knows him and everyone knows his last name. Ain't a damn thing happened. If anything, that kid got in trouble too. Like, I don't understand. First off, they were off campus. They were off fucking campus when the fight occurred. Or even if they were on campus, fine, fuck it. They were on campus. Hell, let's just say it was even in the same auditorium that was named after. It was in
the fraternity hall. It was in
the okay, fine. Whatever. I don't even care if it's even in the auditorium that was named after his stupid daddy's name. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know. Are you like, come on, really? Like, I got suspended for fighting a West. Like, Motherfucker, sue. You can sue for that. You can't do. They can't do that. First off, you lost, right? You lost that fight. Like you didn't. Matter of fact, he didn't even hit him. He swung at him, but he missed. He didn't even hit him. So then, like, who was the aggressor? Like, you know, I mean, well, Scott was the aggressor, but damn, like, I thought it was crazy, but I don't know. I understand, like, they try to make it seem like Tariq really is a ghost with that whole idea. Did Tariq really just think, like, it was going to go exactly like that? Like, you know, so, sorry, my watch is talking to me. Sorry. Yeah, no, I thought it was weird that they made it seem like Tariq is just this genius that he was able to concoct this plan to do it, you know, which is, again, I guess they brought up the book of the Prince, and that was the whole thing of the whole idea that the Prince is able to get his way by going through various means and whatnot. You know what I mean? So I guess that was one way of him doing it, I guess, to kind of show strength. And was that his way to say, hey, I got my Tommy, maybe? Like, don't mess with me. Is that what that was? What did y'all think?
No. He needs to get rid of the competition. So let's think this thing through. Scott is by himself, and somehow he's so much competition that Tariq's whole entourage of dealers can't compete with Scott. He's like, I gotta get Scott out of here. It's cutting into our money. You can kiss my ass with that. But no, he just wanted to get Scott out the way, but being the mastermind, he couldn't do it himself, right? So he goes upstairs to tell some random ass dude that Braden has drugs. Then he knows that guy is going to talk to another guy who talks to Scott to say, you need to go beat up the Weston. You know, the guys who just punched out a cop last week and was apologized to? You know that guy? You know
the guy who's immune to everything? Like, yeah. That guy, punch him out. Punch the guy that's immune. Get him.
How do they want us to believe that Scott didn't know who the fuck Braden was and who his brother was? How do they want us to believe that?
Skid mark? No.
Skid mark? Oh my God. Wait. But let's talk about the Tommy. So Braden is officially the 2020 Tommy. All right. He put hands on this dude, won the fight, while Ghost / Tariq is up there watching. Braden, once again, is out there recruiting people for the business, not Tariq. Braden was the one who sold the drugs last week, not Tariq. Okay, and now he has his Holly. Zach's niece, which completely over the top, she is the new Holly. Okay, because she was happy to see white man Braden whoop some ass, and she took a picture with him, and he's gonna be like, "That's my girl." And Tariq, just like Ghost, is gonna be like, "You can't trust that bitch. There's something wrong with her, and there is gonna be a problem." That they've already established this now. I was like, I could not believe what I am watching.
It should be called. Frustration's coming through just a little bit, just a little bit.
Bruh. I know I said it. I didn't want to see it. I want to see Cornrow Tommy now. I want Cornrow Tommy back. I would watch 1995 Cornrow Tommy and Young Ghost coming up in the game under Kanan and Breeze now. I would watch that every day before I continue to watch this bullshit. Huh?
I told you they should have just skipped this book for like 2 more years. Did Ghost Tommy and Kanan prequel, left Tariq alone to grow the fuck up.
It's not even, it could be 10 years from now, and I do not want to see this kid. Yeah, like, it's not even the fact that he's young, it's that this story makes no fucking, college is not the place. After you've had international drug dealing and murder, and now you want to take us to college? Yeah. Ghost and Tommy were upper middle management. They were working with international drug suppliers on a regular basis and killing them every other week. We are now back to street dealing at school. Like, we've gone backwards in this process. How did they think this was going to equal up to book 1 at all?
I was even kind of upset with what was it, McLean?
Davis? McLean.
Yeah, with Davis. Yeah, I was even upset with that. Like, I understand. Yes, he is a defense attorney, so he probably has worked with potential like criminals in the past, perhaps. You know what I mean? And like he said, as long as the money's coming through, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? my thing is, and we kind of touched up on this in the previous episode, did they not at least look into the past and saw what happened to previous lawyers? Like what happened with Proctor, like certain other people that tried to defend them, who just like, you know what I mean? How? Yeah, exactly, right? Terry Silver, you're like, how do you not know? Like, how do you, like, if anything, I mean, kudos on you for even taking the case, but the moment, like, this kid just drops a whole bunch of cash or whatnot, you should be having, like, flashbacks of what you read about these previous attorneys and shit and be like, nah, you know what? We need to drop this kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, something. You know what I mean? And then homegirl finds a freaking gun. And it, you know what I mean? Like, it was a Paula.
He gave that sob story about him stealing money from his grandmother.
You know? It's just, this is the first time I was kind of disappointed.
Grandma just got stacks of cash just sitting around the house in her jewelry box.
Yeah. It's not even that. You mean this former New York detective really believes that he had to steal money from the mother of the woman in jail to pay for her defense? That the grandmother, huh?
Yes, the grandmother could have just paid for it.
She wouldn't just give it up willingly? No, I had to steal it from her because she don't give a fuck about her daughter. Like, I'm the only one that cares about my... What? And she believed this shit. They bring up Proctor's murder. No. They bring up his death. Do you remember how he died, motherfucker? He got shot in this bitch's house, like, multiple times.
He was lit the fuck up.
He died. He could have died of cancer. He could have died in a car crash.
No. He was freaking, like, he was turning to Swiss.
He was massacred. And this don't even register to Paula nor Davis. And who gives a fuck if they're fucking? Why do I need to see this right now?
They got to throw sex in. Yo, there's a minimum of throwing at least 2 to 3 sex scenes in the episode, Dave. Okay?
No, bro.
You got to get that sex scene. You got to get the guidance counselor sex scene. You got to get somewhat of the one with Drew. You got to have sex scenes, bro. It's mandatory. That's how you're going to see Riley and Braden with their sex scene. It's going to be to Tupac and playing in the background.
You know what's going to happen? Once they build their relationship, Sax is gonna be like, you need to get him to flip. You need to tell me. So let's back.
You know, it's funny. I was about to bring that up. I was like, okay, we already know where this is going. Sax would be like, Braden, right? Okay, yeah, Braden's really close to Tariq. That, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what? Go back there. I know I told you not to, and stop calling me Nancy, bitch. Stop, you know, just go, just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny. I was about to bring up the same thing. We know he's going to pimp out his niece and be like, go on, yeah, okay. Find out more information and shit. And then somehow Tariq, like you said, Tariq is going to find out who she really is and be like, Braden, you need to end this. You need to end this ASAP. It's like you said, this is power. It's like, whatever season now, season 2? Yeah. All over again. You know, so
she's gonna handcuff Braden to his bed and be like, baby, listen, if we give up Tariq, we can be fine. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Like, I can't wait. I cannot wait for the Tommy moment. I'm gonna be like, he's gonna watch season 2 over and over again and be like, I can do this, Courtney. Just give me the opportunity.
You're gonna get her pregnant and strangle her to death?
He's gonna be like, I had to kill her, man. I didn't want to. This is for us, Tariq. I met you 3 months ago.
Him under the auditorium that's named for himself?
Yep. He's gonna have to get rid of the body. He's gonna be like, I had to do it for us, man. This is about you and me. We've been together maybe a year, maybe. And I'm killing for you, man, because you're my boy. You can kiss my ass. Let's.
Oh. But yeah. It's only We know Sax is going to get involved with his niece because of Braden now. It's crazy. However, she did take that picture, that selfie with her with Tariq in the background. That's obviously going to come up, and Sax ain't going to like that very much.
No, but that's no. That was supposed to be the oh my God moment, because that's the evidence that Tariq is somehow involved in college life.
Yeah.
College party.
How dare him go to a big college party?
But somehow that's gonna be it. He's like, we got this now. You just focus on Braden, and with Braden, we're gonna get the big fish, Tariq.
Yeah.
So okay, so let's move on to people giving up the draws to get what they need to be. So let's talk about Lauren. So obviously Lauren knows that Jabari likes to fuck his students. And so she flirted with him in class in front of everybody to get him over to dinner. And he thought it was going to be a private dinner. And he's like, no, with my family. He's like, oh, your family. My fault. We'll fuck later. And so then he's like, invite my ex-girlfriend. I mean, Carrie, so she can watch me try to fuck you.
And then for optics, bring another person.
And who shows up? Tariq like, hey guys, I'll come up too for optics. What about Brushandra?
was that your Tariq? Was that Tariq you just did?
Yeah, my bad. Okay, guys, you know what? We got
it. Kind of sound like him though.
Fucking anyway, and then Brushandra was like, oh shit, like the thing. I was like, oh, she's gonna apply for it. Miss, I cuss in class. I use the N-word in class. She's gonna apply for it. No. Hey, Lauren, why don't you go take this? What? Oh, okay. Anyway. I'm not, no. The whole dinner scene, the Black History moment, once again, I'm fucking tired of this. Like, why in the fuck is Courtney trying to give us Black History moments every 5 seconds? Like,
Black History? What do you mean?
You know, Colored People Time actually started back in so-and-so. And I'm like, shut the fuck up with all of this. So instead of Tariq doing his monologue about a book in school, they wanted to mix it up, and he did it at fucking dinner. And then he's educating these adults. You see her mama? She was like, oh shit, maybe I gotta go back and read this, you philosopher of 17, while my daughter is trying to fuck a kid younger than she is, because she don't want the kid who's at least 18 in DC. And he's supposed to be competition. Courtney's like, well, this is a complicated situation that Tariq is in. No, it's not. This nerd ass man is in DC. In no way, shape, or form, Tariq give a fuck. Okay, like he's gonna smash her and keep it moving. He's just there to make sure she don't take his spot in that scholarship thing. That is it. Lauren, no, Diana learned from her mama. She ain't going to college, but she knows how to use her body to get what she needs. So now she's basically gonna fuck Tariq to get information that Drew couldn't get about his operation.
Diana needs to buy a second phone, because it seems like every episode her phone gets taken away and shit. I'm like Diana, just get a second phone. Don't tell her about it. You know what I mean? Just get it. She's like, I need your phone. No, let me get your real phone. I'm like, real phone compared to a fake phone? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, dude, like, she should have at least like hit up Brady and be like, yo, that flip phone you got, can I get one of those? You know what I mean? Like something. So that, you know,
it's 2020. It's not 3005. Why would a flip phone not work? What is this bullshit? She's like, it works. If he would have brought a rotary phone or a phone with buttons and shit, I would have been like, oh damn, they went back in the day. Like, it's a flip phone, motherfucker. Why wouldn't it work? It's cell service.
You know what I think they were trying to do, and it's ridiculous, but I feel like, and you see really rich people do this shit, but I think they kind of went overboard with this. Like, for example, Bill Gates. Bill Gates, like the way he dresses, and he'll use, like, even though he has freaking Microsoft, he'll sometimes, like, in his hand will have, like, old technology. And you're like, motherfucker, you're a billionaire. What are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if they were trying to do that with this. And they'd be like, hey, yes, I got millions of dollars, but I got my Camry out back and my flip phone. You know what I mean?
No, man. They were doing the whole, I'm young, I only know smartphones. I didn't realize they made phones before smartphones. Does it work? Does it make phone calls? Yeah, bitch. You can text on it too. Did you know that? I mean, it's just.
Maybe he's a conspiracist. Maybe he thinks if he had a smartphone, the CIA is listening to him. You know what I mean? He could be that. I'm serious. I'm just saying this is STARZ.
Look, when Tom got on the cocaine, he said that crazy shit. Okay, once Braden gets on the shit, and Tariq have to be like, get clean up, fucking Braden. We got a business to run. He's like,
clean yourself up.
I just need a little bit, man. Just give me a little bit. He's like, sit your ass there. God damn, where's your mama at? She's in rehab, man. You know how it is. Like, fuck, man. Let's go get mama. Let's just go get mama. We gotta take care of her. Like, how far are they gonna go with this? Oh, anyway, so. I don't want to go too deep in these sex scenes. They were unfucking necessary. Let's just say that. Right? Pun intended. Just everybody giving up the pussy. Like what? Like anyway, let's move on. I want to talk about the kids killing Monet. I think my theory is at some point Monet's going.
Oh, of course. I think we said that before. Yeah, she's definitely dying.
Well, I'm saying like I think this episode's laying the groundwork, right? She put Kane in his place and let her know his role. You are the muscle. You're not the brain. He doesn't like that. Diana wants to go to school. Monet is stopping her. Drew, I guess, wants to be an artist / drug supplier. I don't know what the fuck. Like somehow Monet's gonna stop that. Once Lorenzo finds out that she went against his wishes about the GTG, they're gonna be like, life would be better if Mama wasn't around. That's what I'm thinking with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be before Drew gets killed, but you know what I mean. So, I think Drew will die first.
Okay.
For one, like the fact that there was even a speech about the whole like when he was in the shower or whatnot. Let's be real. In the game, in the world he's in right now, he can't be gay. You know what I mean? No, and what I mean by that is like let's be real. And that's why she had to tell him. But like in the world, like in them and doing the criminal enterprise or whatnot, you're seen as soft. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, sucks. But I felt like and that's how it is. Like shit, man. You saw The Wire. You saw how they were treated. Like kept talking about Omar. And that's why. And Omar was enemy number one and shit like that. You know. I mean, and they use that shit to his advantage. Like his weakness, as they call it, his weakness was the fact that he loves other men. You know what I mean? And they try to play the most baddest dude on the entire show. They kept getting on him just for the fact that he was just gay. I feel like in the world of like, especially him trying to become the man. For one, I'm gonna tell you, I think Lorenzo's gonna have a problem with it. I really do. I have a feeling that like Monet seems to be cool with it and say, hey, look, we're family and whatnot. I feel like Lorenzo is going to have a problem with it. I don't know. I don't know what's really going to be the real catalyst to the fact that Kane is going to have to go, but it is going to happen either by Monet's orders or his father's. You know what I mean? Most likely, I think it's Monet. Monet's going to probably have to give the order to have Kane kill Drew. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought, I mean, the fact that they even had that scene made me think, oh shit, they're trying to foreshadow something. You know what I mean? So we found the sketch and everything else. So, but
Stacey, what are your thoughts?
I do see Drew dying. Like I said before, I think he's like the Raina of the bunch. I don't know. It's like we're focusing on Drew as the potential heir to the throne, but then he's gay. Okay, Lobos was gay. We've had gay, drug dealers or whatever. I don't know if the gay thing will be an issue so much as he's just not built to be like a thug. Like he's soft. He's artsy. He wants to like. Why are they trying to get him to be this criminal mastermind?
Yeah. He doesn't want to. He clearly doesn't want to have parts in it.
Go ahead, Stacey. Sorry.
I just don't get the point of, okay, Kane is the muscle. We get that. He's not that bright, but Drew isn't the muscle either. Like, you're trying to make Drew the muscle, but you don't want Kane to be the thinker. Like you just said, you keep people in their place. So why are you trying to push Drew to be the muscle when he's not? Drew should be sitting somewhere negotiating deals, basically. He's the negotiator. He's the diplomat.
I feel like Drew will become the muscle when he tries to make sure that his boyfriend gets that number 24 back. He'll be like, yo, you gonna give my man 24. That's his fucking number, motherfucker. He got it tatted on him and everything. Give him 24. So, hell yeah, yes sir, you can have it.
I think that family meeting scene was what like you said. Monet is trying to get him to be the brain. She asked Diana first, Drew first, Diana second. What should we do? She knows he's not the muscle. She wants him to be the brain. She never said go out there and hit somebody. She's like, what do you think should happen? Like handle the exchange. Like she knows his strengths.
He's gonna go out there and it's gonna be a need for him to use muscle. It's gonna be a need for him to use force if he's gonna be the leader of the crew. At some point, he gonna have to shoot, fight, do something, and he ain't built for that.
No, but that's why last time she said Drew, like she said, Kane, go with him and make sure like he's okay, you know. But his dad wants him to be more street, not the mom.
Here's my point. Why, if he's not built for it?
Yeah.
And real quick, the shower scene, I think it was more of an issue of I accept you, but just like she told Diana, you can't trust everybody out there. Like we, you know, are your family. Like we know what we do, and man or not, you can't just trust everybody with your business. I don't think it was like, you know,
I think it was both. It seemed like she was trying to like talking, but like on both ends of it. You know what I mean? I thought it was like that, but then also without using the words. You know what I mean? Because that's a tough thing to even try to talk about, like the whole fact, like sexuality or whatnot. You know, to your own kid, like give them actual life lessons, like you're saying. But I think there was like context to it as well. You know what I mean? That she, you know. So, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You know, but you know, either way, Drew gone. You know what I mean?
It could be, I think it's interesting how Monet punished Diana for, you know, for the phone thing, right? Continues to, right? Drew fucked up everything. Fucked up dealing with Lil Guap, completely fucked that up. Kane had to save the situation. That was a street situation. Maybe she's like, he can't handle the street. Let him give him a simple task. Deliver drugs, bring back money. He failed on both of those tasks. And she's made no effort to correct him, even bring up the fact that he fucked up. Just to be like, get out the shower and let's have a conversation. I don't care who you're fucking. Why did you not do it with the simple task I gave you to do? But she is up Diana's ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Drew needs to realize that he's not good at any of this shit so far. Like, he is 0 for 3 right now. Like, and I'm like, and that's the conversation they need to be having. But I'm like, but she's so worried about, you know, Diana. And she's like, I can know how to control people. You ain't controlling shit because Diana is constantly running her fucking mouth. Like, ever since she's met Tariq, he says hi and she is spilling. This is what my family does. This is why my mom don't like you. This is why she sent Drew over to spy on you. I'm like, she's not built for this fucking life. Like she clearly is not. And I'm like, if it's truly because like Tariq is just that sexy and she ain't got no choice but to spill her guts to him, I'm like, she's a liability. Like more than Dre, as far as I'm concerned. Like she is not. She's not useful, right? She to me.
Yeah, only you know, two out of 3 kids, they're definitely not built for it. Like it's like, you know, like I can see Lorenzo's probably in prison. Like, where did I go wrong with these damn kids? They're supposed to be bad, just like they're supposed to be, you know, all in it. You know what I mean? But Kane, he's a fucking loose cannon. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. It's the whole thing. The whole family thing is it started off cool, I thought, and now it's just kind of getting weird. Like, and the fact that they're threatening Tasha now, it's like, and what? Like, what do you want her to do from prison? Like, say, yeah, let's make sure you're doing the work. What? You want her to do more phone calls? If anything, I looked at that. I was like, okay, what if Tasha said, hey, Tariq, there's a picture of you in art class, and they're threatening me with it. He's not going to be like, oh, Drew did that. You know what I mean? I'm going to, like, bring it up to Monet. You know what? You're cut off. Like, why are you cutting off? Because my mom said, like, obviously, like, that there was a picture, only one person was there. He's like, oh, shit, damn it. That meddling kid, he found out our plan. You know what I mean? Just like he found out why Drew was there in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, what is the end goal with that? Like, the whole threatening Tasha thing. I mean, obviously, yes, I know that Tasha doesn't really know what's going on, so I don't necessarily blame her. You know what I mean? Necessarily. But everyone else involved, like, what the fuck? Like I don't, well, it doesn't compute. Like, what do you want her to do? Like, you know, do more pep talk. Like, she can't do shit from prison. She got no money. Like, what do you want her to do? You know, like, yeah, make sure he's on track, you know, so he doesn't end underground. Like, I'm like, motherfucker, like, this, it just seemed, they look weak. They look weak doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Stacey, what are your thoughts?
Can we address Tasha doing push-ups in prison? Like, what type of muscle
she hard
are
as fuck,
you
man.
building?
She's Queen Latifah set it off. She's Queen Latifah.
What prison brawl is she getting ready for? I'm asking.
She's literally half the size of everybody in there, and she's doing push-ups.
I know, right? Like,
why don't you just work on filing down a shrink or something? That would be more time effective.
Yeah, more efficient. More efficient.
I don't get why they're threatening Tasha. Shouldn't they be sending pictures of Tasha to Tariq to make sure he stays in line?
Yes.
Yeah.
And not the other way around.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Doesn't make sense to me at all.
But also with that, Tariq needs them more than they need him. So that self-preservation will keep him in line because he needs the supply because they already talked. You need to get your mom out of prison. Without us, you can't pay for the legal defense. We already got leverage over you. The push-ups was hilarious, bro. I was like, this is what we doing. This is what we doing.
She gonna come out hard as hell. Yeah. Yo, I gotta tell you, even her using the cell phone with the damn door open,
bruh.
That was ridiculous.
Bruh.
The door was open, and I'm thinking, even if there's no guard around, what you think if I was an inmate, I would snitch on your ass. Damn, how'd she get a cell phone? Hey, guard, how'd she get a cell phone?
Or just take it.
You know what? But I can't take it because I just saw her do push-ups. So you got me. Never mind. I was gonna snitch, but I saw her do some push-ups earlier. So I'm gonna stay back.
How did she get her own room? I'm still trying to figure this out.
Dre she beat up her roommate after doing push-ups.
I'm like, what are we doing, man? I mean, how did she get her own room? Her one ally was like, I guess that's a you problem. Power Riders love that line. They love that line. She was like, they watching me. Well, I guess I gotta get the fuck out of here because I have no ties to you. So you figured this peace. Yeah. What did she think this woman was gonna do because you gave her a morning after pill? All of a sudden she's gonna protect you from a guard? Really? No, that's not how this shit works.
And what is the maintenance guy? What is the maintenance guy looking for? Waiting for her to do?
What is she gonna do? Escape?
That is a boring job. If Lorenzo pays you to watch over Tasha, you be bored as fuck. Okay, what you do? Okay, so at this time she went to the DFAC and started eating food. Okay, and what happened to that? And then she went to sleep, and then I think she went on the shit. She was on the shitter. Then she went to the commissary. She bought some chips, a tampon, and a couple of gum and some gum. She went back to sleep again. What is he looking for? What's he waiting to see?
I don't know. She has no.
I don't know. Is he a creeper? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he just likes to creep on women.
Somehow Lorenzo think that this is how you keep Tasha in line. Well, she in jail. She's already in line. She ain't going nowhere. She's pretty good. You as long as she don't get out, I think you both are fine. Real quick, Pacha, let's talk about Tariq being too big for his britches. Mm-hmm. How is Davis sitting there letting a 17-year-old talk shit to him? I'm still trying to figure that out. This motherfucker coming in talking about this is your legal defense. This is what I'm paying for. What am I doing? Take your 50 grand and leave your bitch ass mama in jail. Because last time I checked, I got clients. Okay, you need me, little motherfucker. Sit your ass down and don't tell me how to do my job.
He kind of needs to too, because he even said in line saying this is a big case, a big profile case, and if they win this case, you know what I mean? For exposure, for even more better, much more exposure. This is, you know what I mean? No. He so and he probably well, this kid is paying this shit. You know what I mean? No. I don't know. No. Yeah. But I hear you. Speaking of Davis though, I gotta say this. I love how Method Man actually came out when he grabbed on tape. He's like, you a lying ass nigga.
Yeah,
that was not Davis right there, y'all. That was METHOD, man. That was who that was at that moment. He said, he broke character like shit. He broke character. He was like, that probably wasn't even in the script. He's like, you a lying ass nigga. I was like, bruh. I was like, okay. I was like, there you go.
It was. Courtney mentioned it in the post show. She was like,
oh, really?
Yeah. She was like, we put that. She didn't want to say the N word because she's a proper woman.
But put that in the script. Sure. Okay. Makes total sense. I won't say the bad word. I'll just write it in there though.
Do you remember when she had to say motherfucker and she felt so uncomfortable? When after Ghost and Tommy killed Milan and they walk away and they give the line take care of yourself. He's like, take care of yourself, motherfucker. And they walk away. Courtney was trying to redo the line in her post analysis of the episode, and she said, take care of yourself. motherfucker. And yeah, like I was like, you don't know how to swear? Why you write this shit if you
Right,
can't?
like all the lines you give to Tommy has a fucker in it. You know what I mean?
So, I write, I don't speak. That's my job. My job is put it on the paper. That's what the actors are for. But she's very uncomfortable apparently with swear words, which I thought was hilarious. But yeah, Tariq doing too much flexing. He's doing way too much flexing, and people let him. And I don't understand that. Hey, you give him the money. Also Paula. So again, I follow the rules, Paula. It's like we need to get rid of this case because something looking shady with Tasha. But I'm taking this cash though. I'm taking this cash. All you gotta do is wire it to us. No problems.
Mm-hmm.
No problems with that though. But Proctor murdered. Let's talk about it. Like why are you not?
Terry Silver. Yep.
Terry Silver. Hey. I love the part.
Couple of the DA agents, all kind. Everyone that gets involved.
Dead.
No.
Dead.
Yeah. Dead.
Stacey, what do you think?
I did like seeing Tate in this episode. I like his testimony. I would much rather see his book instead of this.
What's wrong?
I'm just frustrated with the show. It's like, this is what they're giving us.
I can't. I can't. Yeah, I get you.
So
Yo,
was, I guess, doing a good job. Like he got Blanca tossed out by, getting her to contradict herself. And then he gets Tate on the stand to affirm all the stuff he's been saying. So he looks good. But this whole legal drama, I don't care. Like, give Tasha life and just move on.
More violence.
Hey, look, Kane does his job. That's one thing. Kane, your job is to kill and or whoop somebody's ass every episode. Check.
Shit. Like 5% of each episode, apparently, though.
But he got it, though.
They show more sex scenes in the episode than they do with violence, okay?
In this episode, I wouldn't say all that. With this episode, there was a lot more fucking than violence in this episode.
Sorry. You know what? I'm going to use one of Stacey's lines to say, both of those counselors need to just die, okay? They need to die. I'm getting tired of them. I'm so tired of them. At first, I thought the whole relationship, like, ooh, just going to be some secret. Nah, it's just like I'm so confused by them. I'm so confused, but not in a good way. Like, it's like, what the hell? Like, I saw that coming. Like, the whole, like, when they were at the dinner table, when they were, like, going back. First off, how you let these two teachers in your house and them, like, talking shit about each other in the room? Like, I thought that was crazy. But at the same time, I was thinking, they're going to start fucking again, aren't they? And sure enough, the moment they went in the office and they were yelling, I'm like, they're in the office alone at night. That's the thing, because then you can only be if you're a teacher in the office, it can only be nighttime in the world of power, because that's when sex happens. So that's the only thing that's allowed. So, and then she locked that door. I'm like, really? Like, really? Like, first, I guess she gonna have to take that coin away, that says she was like maybe 20 days sober of sex. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I'm start back to day one. Talk to your sponsor about it, girl. I don't get it. I don't get some of these characters, yo. I just don't. And I laugh, yo. I laughed halfway throughout this whole episode. Like, what? This don't make no sense. What? Oh, he painted. Oh, he's drawn a picture of you. Oh, how sweet. Like, it was like, oh my God. Like, what is happening with this fucking show? Oh my God. White boy is quoting Cameron. And oh, he's a Western. I got kicked out of school because I'm like, what is this show doing? Like, and this is coming off of a hangover too. I'm dealing with a hangover on watching this. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh,
my head already hurts, and I'm watching this shit.
I was like, what? I thought you said this.
I
shit
had a long night, man.
The movie The Hangover. I was like, what?
That's why I'm slumped like this,
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah, stop fucking at work. Stop fucking at work. Like, both of y'all got places to live, I would imagine. You could have fucked in the car outside the people's house. That would have been just as appropriate. I mean, for what y'all doing. Like, why are you constantly fucking on the same desk? He fucked the grad student on that desk. Damn, girl. How did she know the grad student was even in there? She didn't even go to the door. She was sitting at her desk. She heard rustling next door. She got up and left.
No, she hurt. And
Yeah, I was gonna say she moaned, dude.
hurt more than that.
She started moaning.
She heard the sounds of love making. She didn't know who was over there, but somehow she knew by the moans that she was like, "Oh, that's grad student so and so." Like, how did you know that? Like, did you peek into the door?
Clearly done it before.
Yeah. So that's a student. It could have been Lauren. As much as he clearly is gonna get some of her or something. Like, I'm just waiting for the threesome. At some point, these two teachers are gonna be fucking another student. It's gonna happen. Let's just get to it. I need to see if she's equal opportunity fucking. Like, does she fuck women too? Like, is it just him? You know what I'm saying? Or like, is she just addicted to him? Like,
the real victim in all of this is Malcolm. That poor kid, Malcolm. You know, Lauren's boyfriend.
oh yeah.
He has no idea what world he just stepped into. Like, he's like, "Oh, I love my light-skinned girlfriend or whatnot. She cool. You know what I mean? Everything's good. Oh, who this nigga? Oh, that's Jamal." I said, "No, that ain't Jamal." I'm like, "Oh, who is he? Who's he, dear?" You know what I mean? He's the only victim here. Shout out to him. I hope you survive, bro. You know, we probably won't even see. We probably won't even see Malcolm ever again. That was just kind of just to show that he exists. You know?
As crazy as this thing was, I really thought, remember when they flipped to Paula and Davis fucking? I thought that was Lauren's mom and she was gonna be fucking Malcolm. Like, I thought maybe I did. I was like, oh, that's why this is relevant. Okay. So the mom is fucking her daughter's boyfriend. And then I saw Method Man come up. I was like, oh, shit, never mind. I thought this was going to be important.
Yo, I would have thrown my remote if it turned out to be like that. I'm like, really? Like, everyone just had sex with anybody random. Like, hell, like, let's go a step further. Let's have Tasha have sex with the maintenance man that's spying on her. You know what I mean? Let's go with it.
Tasha's going to get a prison lover. Fuck it. She's going to have to figure out the only way she's surviving is to be somebody's girlfriend. She's going to get herself a prison lover. And I'm like,
yeah. I don't know if they'll necessarily, I feel like somebody's going to try to prey on her. I don't think she's going to be going to allow it to happen, though.
I don't know, man. Hey, she's going to push us, man. She got to do what she got to do.
A lot of push-ups, bro. That was a lot, man. I counted at least 58. You know what I mean?
What, push-ups?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's going to be swole. She's going to be swole by this thing's over. That's it, man. I'm going to do this shit no more. Next episode looked like there's some shit happening. The mid-season finale. Tariq is explaining chess to fucking Braden because he's dumb as fuck. He don't know anything. But sling them drugs. So yeah, we'll see how this bullshit goes, man. Fuck this show now. I had hope, man. I had hope because I saw this episode and I was like, I got no hope.
Yo, even when we did a prediction about this damn show, period, what did I say? Like look at the previous video of of this new season of predictions. I said the shit that I've been seeing so far, this shit doesn't make any sense, and it's gonna look awkward just in the fact of us supposed to be believing that these damn kids is this new generation where half of them are probably privileged. You know what I mean? And it just and looking to see that some of the writers didn't come back, I was like, bruh, come on now. Like, why are we still doing this? Why they just end it? You know what I mean? Like, just have that thing end, and that was it. So I don't know. Maybe when they come back from hiatus, it's going to look amazing. You know? Maybe that's the real reason why we're taking a break.
The episode's already.
We know the real reason. It's because STARZ just wants to spread it out, but
they get like real content. Anyway, yeah. Stacey, what are your closing thoughts?
I have none.
Man, oh, she lost faith. You really lost faith? You lost faith?
Oh, I'm gonna keep watching. I think something's gonna happen with the app. And he's gonna have to find some other genius way to distribute. Like you said, Holly is gonna come in and be, the mold that breaks them apart, breaks up their bromance or whatever. I don't know. Something's gonna happen to Zeke. I don't know. Like Zeke is gonna die or get shot in the leg or I don't know. I don't know.
That's the house divided.
And I did finish that shit.
God, that shit was horrible. Yeah. I think so too. Well, Zeke wasn't even in this episode. two family members come to school, they don't go visit their cousin. Okay.
Not like he go to class.
Ain't like about he. What the fuck is it? One episode, he goes to art class. Drew just happens to be with him. Every other cast, he goes to his English class. But this episode, he happens to go to his other art class because Drew happens to be with him.
He probably had a schedule. His class schedule.
Stop it.
Remember that first episode, he did it as a, hey, what type of art class?
Just last one. I promise, last one.
Go ahead.
So they're sitting at the table, right? Drew's like, "Oh, that's a smart kid. Like we could work with him." How the fuck do you know that? You spent 5 minutes at a dinner table with him. Kane, who Tariq mind fucked into believing that, hey, not only am I not a threat, but your uncle is obviously a snitch because I know snitches. I'm gonna get back in this car. He should be the one to be like, that boy got some brains to him. Also, how the fuck old are these kids? They keep on calling Tariq the kid. How old is Diana, Kane, and Drew anyway?
No, not. I'm probably not that much older. I looked at it with the whole kid thing, basically saying like he's like just immature, like in the sense of like not knowing what he's getting into. You know what I mean? I thought that's what the kid thing, like the whole like, yo, you're a young buck in this game. You know, that's what I took it as.
All right.
You know what I mean? So
it don't matter. All right, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment on the video. Share the video. Please let us know why you're watching this show. Like, let me know. Like, maybe we're seeing this thing wrong, and there's some like potential that we're missing. Let us know if you thought the sex scenes were necessary. I don't. Let me know if you think. Anyway, if this shit's necessary. Do you think new Tommy back there is gonna go the distance? Is he gonna be the first one to drop the body between the two of them? I think so. I think Braden might be the one. But anyway, guys, thank you very much. We will see you next week for a predictions for episode 5, and then the final episode before we take our break on the show. Later.